So, hello students, welcome back to your own channel, Science Olympiad. This is Basavaraj sir, your biology master teacher. Students, I hope all of you are doing great and amazing and amazingly doing well. Okay, now, students, today we start the brand new chapter. Like absolutely, like this is a chapter which is the foundation to every other chapter. If you learn this chapter very well, let me tell you, your biology preparation is on point. If you want to understand the chapters like your plant kingdom, animal kingdom, this is the foundation for those chapters also. So, all of you, ultimate attention for the next 1 hour. Can I get that? Students, can I get that? Next 1 hour, ultimate attention. Whatever I teach is very important. बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होगा, बहुत मतलब बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट होगा, ठीक है? So no more wasting time. Let's get into today's session. This is Basavaraj sir, your biology master teacher, students. Now, first things first, which one do you like, students? Which one do you like? Students, I am live. Students, I am live. I am live. Students, which one is more better? Do you think this is better or do you think this is better? Tell me in the chat, students. Tell me in the chat. Which one do you think is better? Which one do you think is better? A or B? A or B? A or B? Quick. You will tell me, sir, B is better. Why? Because B is much more organized. For example, Aditya, Nikita, Pankaj, all of you go to supermarket. If all of you are going to supermarket, let's say, students, what do you want to buy? Manju, क्या चाहिए तुमको? बताओ, जल्दी से बताओ, क्या चाहिए? Let's take मंजू के लिए हम एक चॉकलेट लेकर आएंगे. मंजू के लिए हम एक चॉकलेट लेकर आएंगे. तो क्या करेगा मंजू? देख, यहां पर घूमेगा, पूरा घूमेगा, घूम कर चॉकलेट सेक्शन पे आएगा. वहां पर पूरा पड़ेगा. यहां पर ये ओरियो, यहां पर हमारा डेयरी मिल्क है, यहां पर किटकैट है, यहां पर मिल्की बार है. सारा का छान के एक फेरो रोशर उठाएगा, फेरो रोशर, ठीक है, उठा के लेके जाएगा. सो ऑल ऑफ यू विल नो, देख ये बहुत ईजी है ढूंढने के लिए, बहुत ही ईजी है. Now students, similarly imagine in our animal kingdom, plant kingdom, kingdom fungi, अगर एक तरह का क्लासिफिकेशन होगा तो पूरा को पूरा लाइफ इजी हो जाएगा. Yes, you can identify an organism very easily. So that is the need of classification, students. So what is biological classification? Biological classification is nothing but scientific study of arrangement. It is a scientific study of arranging things. Like how you are arranging here ना, इसी प्रकार से arrangement of organisms. सोचो, let's take यहाँ पर एक हाथी मिल गया हमको, एक हाथी को यहाँ पर उठा के डाल देंगे. एक चीता मिल गया, चीता को इस तरह डाल देंगे. एक मंकी को इस तरह डाल देंगे. सिमिलरली हमारे बायोलॉजिकल क्लासिफिकेशन में हर एक ऑर्गेनिज्म का हर एक जगह होता है, ठीक है? See here, students, here. So organisms into categories in a hierarchy based on their similarities and dissimilarities. So very important line. So based on similarities and dissimilarities, we will add in. Students, I'll teach you, Aditya. I'll teach you. Don't worry. I'll teach you today. Okay. So that is called as biological classification. Now, students, before we understand the entire kingdom, Monera, Protista, है ना, हमारा plant kingdom, animal kingdom, kingdom fungi, ये सब पढ़ने से पहले ना हम जल्दी से थोड़ा हिस्ट्री पढ़ ले. थोड़ा हिस्ट्री. ऑल ऑफ यू रेडी स्टूडेंट्स? निकिता, कैन वी लिटिल बिट हिस्ट्री? यस और नो ऑल ऑफ यू? क्योंकि हमारे साइंटिस्ट ना बहुत काम किया, साइंटिस्ट लोगों ने बहुत ही काम किया है. सो इस सारे काम को ना कुछ 10-15 मिनट में हम पढ़ लेंगे थोड़ा, ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स? 10-15 मिनट में थोड़ा पूरा पढ़ लेंगे. रेडी ऑल ऑफ यू? रेडी? यस स्टूडेंट्स. Now there are 7 million different living organisms on earth, so it becomes very important. For classification. See, need for classification makes the study of organisms convenient. बहुत easy हो जाएगा, ठीक है? Tells us which organism resembles which each other. Let's take one monkey and me. Both of us look alike, so we are related. We are somewhat related. Monkey and me, we are related. Okay. Helps in sorting out the diverse organisms, help in identifying the species, and help in studying the origin and evolution also. So with the help of classification को use करके ना हम evolution भी पढ़ सकते हैं. That is a need of classification. Okay. Now students, now we come to a bit of history. Okay. Now students, solam tuberosum potato, solam melanzani, brinjal. ठीक है? Now let's say, who wants to volunteer, students? I want one volunteer. I want one volunteer who wants to volunteer. One example I'll give you. Let's take Pankaj. Do you want to take Pankaj or do you want to take Haricharan? Yes. Arsh. Okay, let's take Arsh. Arsh is a new student today. Okay. Now, Harsh. Let's take Harsh back in the ancient time. आदिवासियों के टाइम पे, ठीक है, और उससे बाद भी, ठीक है. Now, how do you think you classify them? Organisms. Let's take Arsh is walking in the road. There is no road, walking in jungle. Walking in jungle nicely. Okay. Harsh is walking in jungle. Now, उसको एक पौधा मिल गया. वो खा लेगा पौधे को. So, if you can eat a food item, it is edible. Okay, it is edible. You can eat it. Now, अगर वही plant, if you fall sick, that is poisonous. So, based on the usage, you can classify. All of you understanding? Let's take one plant is healing you, medicinal plant. One animal is giving you shelter or clothes, that is used for that. So the old classification was based on the use, based on the usage. So based on the usage, the old classification existed. Any doubt, students? Any doubt till now? Any doubt here? Old classification based on use and disuse. Now, after we became more civilized, they're like, no. We cannot use this random things. We will use science. We will use what, students? We will start using science in classification. Science came into existence, friends. Now, science came. Okay. Now, students, science came into existence right now, science. Now, the first scientist here, who is also called as the father of biology, that is your Aristotle. He did one of the oldest type of classification. He classified organisms based on how they look from the outside. Aristotle classification. Okay. Aristotle classification looks based on how they look from the outside. That is called as your morphological characteristics. Morphological characteristics. Now, students, this is the oldest classification, right? Same classification was given by Carl Linnaeus also. Same thing was given. So, if a organism can walk, can run, eat food, animal. If it cannot do anything, it is a plant. So, animal, plant, based on the mobility. If it can move, animal, cannot move, plant. Now, students, even the plants were further classified. These plants were further classified into something called as herb. How many of you, students? Herbs, shrub, and tree. Herb, shrub, and tree. This was a later classification. Now, if a plant is very small, it's not growing very tall, life cycle is very fast, herb. If a plant is much more bushy in nature, shrub. If the plant is very, very tall and it is taking multiple years to finish the life cycle, that is called as perennial life cycle. Perennial cycle, right? It is going to be tree. So herb, shrub, and tree came into existence from the plants. Now, students, animals was a little different here. Animals was a little deadly here. Animal classification was anemia and anemia. Anemia and enyma. Okay. Now, anemia and enyma. What is the difference, students? Understand. Basic difference is there. Basic difference is there, students. Basic difference. Okay. Anemia, students, has no RBC, while enyma has RBC. This was the earlier classification under animals. Done, all students? Done? Done, students? So I tried PYQ, but it is not from the notes. See, if you do from whatever chapters I've thought, it is going to be there. I've checked. If you do any of the following questions from your cell division, it is there always. It is always there. Do not worry. I have checked PYQs. If you solve PYQ from the cell chapter, it is there. Okay. Now, students. Now, what is RBC? Red blood cells. Red blood cells. Now, students. Now. This type of classification, where you look from the outside, that is called as artificial system of classification. Artificial system of classification is classification from the outside. Okay. Oh, 2024 question. Oh, okay. I thought something else you were telling me. Okay. Now students, what is artificial system classification? Artificial system classification is very simple. What is artificial love? From the outside. Outside love. Okay. So in artificial system classification system that is classify organisms on the basis of only and only very few chosen morphological features. Morphological features, more students. Morphological features means what? Morphological features means outside features. You only look from the outside. Flower is pink color, this family. Flower is red color, it has 5 leaves, it has 10 leaves. Not leaf like that, but leaf pattern we see, venation we see leaf apex. So based on the how a plant or animal looks from the outside, that is called as what? That is called as artificial system of classification. Okay, that is called as what, students? Artificial system of classification. Okay. Now students, in artificial system classification, there were 3 main scientists here. Okay, Theophrastus, Paley and Carl Linnaeus. Now, artificial system classification has demerits. Artificial system classification has demerits. What are the demerits, students? Demerits is very simple. Demerits means drawbacks. Demerits means drawbacks here. Now, what are the drawbacks here, students? It is very arbitrary and unstable. Arbitrary means random. Very few characters were considered. Very limited information. Evolutionary relationship is not considered here. Identifying new species was very difficult. So we cannot use artificial system of classification because it is very random. It is very, what do I say? Since it was done very first, we took it. But otherwise, it's very useless. Very useless it is. Very useless. Okay. Now students, in that way, we have something called as 2-kingdom classification. Again, this is called as 2-kingdom classification. 2-kingdom classification was given by Carl Linnaeus, Plantae Animalia. This was the classification given by Carl Linnaeus. He gave this classification in your Species Plantarum and Systema Naturae. These are 2 books. These are the 2 books. Okay, it is 2-kingdom classification given by Carl Linnaeus. Now students, again this classification has a lot of disadvantages. Many disadvantages are there. For example, right, no distinction between eukaryote and prokaryote. There is something called as eukaryote, there is something called as prokaryote. Pro and eu all together they have kept. Don't worry, camel level will go, don't worry, it's very easy. Okay. When there will be a test, I have to check the test, students. I'll check the test. कब होगा देखेंगे एक बार. ठीक है? Now students. बताएंगे रुको students बताएंगे. ठीक है? Now what are the disadvantages of 2-kingdom classification? Students, NCERT में ना 2 kingdom तक दिया है. 3 kingdom, 4 kingdom, 5 kingdom नहीं दिया है. So I'll be teaching you what is 3 kingdom, what is 4 kingdom, what is 5 kingdom. 5 kingdom is given. What is 3 and what is 4 also I'll teach you today. Okay. Students, I follow this thing. Students, where is my book? One second, students. Let me just show you my book. Give me a minute. Students, can you see this? So I use 2 books mainly. Okay, I books 2 books. This is called as, can all of you see this? I don't know if it's visible to all of you. This is Truman, my new copy, which I got, I usually keep the edition, advanced edition. And the one more book which I usually follow for all the advanced classes, right? Advanced classes, very high level NEET classes, right? This book generally no one uses for NEET also. This is a MSc level book. This is a MSc level. How many of you know this? This book is called as MSc level book. Okay. So this is I don't know. Truman is again very basic level. Truman, Campbell is basic level books, right? So this is called as your life sciences book. It's a fundamental. This is used by. This is part 1. This is part 1. Okay. This one is used by all the postgraduates in your MSc masters level. Right, this is the largest master's level book. Okay, So I don't know if you have seen this, but this is my favorite book actually. This is the most advanced form of any other topics given your syllabus, right? So these are two books which I use. I don't want to overcomplicate things for all of you, right? See, if I start using the words from there, right, the license book, this basic concept becomes very advanced for you. This all chapters doesn't require depth knowledge here. Classification, simple classification I can teach you here and there, right? The in-depth concepts will come only in your plant physiology, human physiology, and cell division, which I taught you before, right? This much you understand. Okay, students. Thank you. Okay. Harishini, yes, students, yes. Okay, students, don't worry about the books. I have checked your Olympiad level. Truman is enough, I guess. Truman is more than enough. Truman level also is way too much, right? Truman level also they don't ask you much, right? They usually keep it to NCERT level, right? Some questions, yes, which requires advanced questions which requires you to think. I do cover that, right? So all of these are books which I use for your preparation. But here, what I do bring here is mostly NCERT level because I want all of you to understand the basics first. Only when you learn the basics, you will have the opportunity to open yourself to advanced level. For example, students, if I give you, when you play cricket, आप लेदर बॉल में खेलते हो क्या और टेनिस बॉल में खेलते हो स्टार्टिंग पे टेनिस बॉल पे ना थोड़ा दिस इज टेनिस बॉल राउंड आफ्टर दिस वी विल ब्रिंग यू अ स्मॉल मिनी सीरीज राइट इट्स कमिंग अप वी हैव प्लान्ड which will give you the most advanced level concepts, right? I will go more detail in there, but if I go right now itself syllabus complete नहीं होगा और ऊपर से तुमको आपको भी समझ भी नहीं आएगा, so that can happen. Okay students, you will qualify. NSEJS is actually right qualifiable. I've checked the questions. See, bio main questions are from your animal kingdom, plant kingdom. So if you check your 2023 questions of NSEJS, right? Yesterday, remember I told you this thing, the chapters of your photosynthesis questions have come from there, right? It's going to be easy only, don't worry. Okay. Oh, students. Okay, let's continue. Otherwise, आज खत्म नहीं होगा class हमारा. Okay. Now, students, यहाँ पर ना, then we have three kingdom classification. This is not given in NCERT. NCERT पे नहीं है ये. Three kingdom classification. ठीक है? Three kingdom classification was given by Ernest Haeckel. It was given by Ernest Haeckel. Now, all of you can notice very clearly right now, यहाँ पर एक और kingdom extra add हो गया ना? Can anyone tell me which kingdom is added here? Students, can anyone tell me कौन सा kingdom यहाँ पर add हो गया यहाँ पर? यहाँ पर हमारे पास सिर्फ plant और animal था, पर यहाँ पर हमारा protista add हो गया यहाँ पर. Protista यहाँ पर add हो गया यहाँ पर protista. Similarly, students, if you see the four kingdom classification given by Herbert Copeland, here we can see, students, there is kingdom Monera here already. Monera has been added here. So यहाँ पर सिर्फ एक ही kingdom missing है अभी. कौन सा missing है? कोई बता सकता है क्या? कौन सा kingdom missing है यहाँ पर? हमारे 5 kingdom classification से यहाँ पर kingdom missing है अभी यहाँ पर कौन सा था कोई? That is going to be kingdom fungi. So kingdom fungi was actually added last. Kingdom fungi was actually added at the very end. And that brings us the 5 kingdom classification given by Robert H. Whittaker or R.H. Whittaker, who gave us the 5 kingdom classification, students. This is your 5 kingdom classification. Now, this is a very famous question also, very important question. In examination, directly यहाँ से question आता है. What are the basis of classification? What are the basis of classification? That is your cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, reproduction, and phylogenetic relation. ये सारे के सारे factors है ना R.H. Whittaker ने consider किए थे 5 kingdom classification बनाने के time पे, ठीक है? बनाने के time पे, all of them, students. Now there is something called a 6 kingdom classification again. How many of you know? Students, how many of you know about 6 kingdom classification? 6 kingdom classification में ना हमारे किंगडम मोनेरा को ना 2 बाड़ों में बटा दिया है. The kingdom Monera actually is divided into Archaebacteria and Eubacteria in 6 kingdom classification, students. 6 kingdom classification. So under 6 kingdom classification हमारे पास Archaebacteria और Eubacteria है. So in 6 kingdom classification right? The kingdom Monera is divided into two parts. See, Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. It is also called as three domains. या थ्री डोमेन्स भी यहां पर बनते हैं हमारे पास. एक डोमेन है डोमेन आर्किए, एक डोमेन बन गया, डोमेन बैक्टीरिया एक डोमेन बन गया, और ये प्रोटिस्टा, प्लांटे, फंजा, एनिमल, ये तीनों को मिला के डोमेन यूकैरिया बन गया यहां पर. सो सिक्स किंगडम क्लासिफिकेशन इज ऑल्सो रिटन इन द डोमेन फॉर्मेट. ऑल्सो डोमेन फॉर्मेट में लिख सकते हैं इसको, डोमेन फॉर्मेट. सर व्हाट इज फाइलोजेनेटिक? अंडरस्टैंड स्टूडेंट्स, फाइलोजेनेटिक मतलब एवोल्यूशन रिलेशनशिप. लाइक स्टूडेंट्स, यू माइट हैव सीन different types of apples, different types of mangoes. There are different types of mangoes. Or the best example, from monkey we have evolved. Monkey, chimpanzee, gorilla, we have evolved, right? Neanderthal man, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, right? So that is the evolution. So the science of study, the study of evolution is also called as your phylogenetic relationship, where we see the relationship between two organisms based on evolution. Okay. Now students, now till now, what do we understand in five kingdom classification? Students, I will teach you five kingdom classification in just 5 minutes. Ready all of you? Ready? Yes? Ready all of you students? In 5 मिनट पढ़ाऊंगा and you'll be like, done sir, समझ आ गया हमको, पूरा का पूरा समझ आ गया और याद भी रहेगा. Ready all of you students? Ready? In just 5 minutes I'll teach you the entire five kingdom classification. Yes? Ready all of you? Ready? Yes. Students, what is this? All of you don't respond only. क्यों? Don't all of you are scared of me or what? हाँ? बहुत scary दिखता हूँ क्या? मैं बहुत scary दिखता हूँ क्या? बहुत all of you I feel you are a little scared. हाँ? Students, you can talk to me. It's fine. Don't feel sad. Don't feel okay. No, Archaebacteria, Eubacteria important. I'll teach you one by one. I'll teach you everything today. Okay. Now, students. Now this is your five kingdom classification. The first point is cell type. All of you should know from today also, everyone should know that Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia, in this five kingdom classification, only kingdom Monera is prokaryotic. Only kingdom Monera is prokaryotic. Remaining Protista, हमारा Fungi और Plantae और Animalia सारे के सारे eukaryotic हैं. First point clear all of you? First point clear? First point clear. So only prokaryote is Monera, remaining everything is eukaryotic in nature. Cell type. Second point, nuclear membrane. आप सबको पता है ना, अगर एक ऑर्गेनिज्म प्रोकैरियोट है तो उसमें न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन एब्सेंट होता है. सो एब्सेंट, प्रेजेंट, क्योंकि ये सारे के सारे क्या है? सारे के सारे यूकैरियोट्स हैं. स्टूडेंट समझा? समझ गया. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, नेक्स्ट इज कॉल्ड एज सेल वॉल. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हमारे मोनेरा में है सेल वॉल, प्रोटिस्टा में है, फंजाई में है, प्लांट में भी है. सिर्फ और सिर्फ किंगडम एनिमेलिया में सेल वॉल इज एब्सेंट. सेल वॉल इज एब्सेंट इन एनिमेलिया. नाउ अब सबको याद होगा, बच्चों याद होगा, आप सबको याद होगा, जब मैंने आपको प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल के बारे में बताया था, वहां पर हमने 3 लेयर्स के बारे में बात किया था. द आउटरमोस्ट लेयर ऑफ अ prokaryote is called as glycocalyx, second is called as cell wall, and innermost layer is called as cell membrane. 3 layers in prokaryotes. वहां पर याद होगा आपको, second layer was cell wall. So in your prokaryotes, cell wall is present, and cell wall is made up of what? The cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay? Yes, हमारा skin बहुत soft है. You apply Fair and Lovely, it will be even more softer. Okay? Now students, kingdom Monera, आदित्य याद होगा, किंगडम मोनेरा में जो सेल वॉल है ना, सेल वॉल इज मेड अप ऑफ व्हाट स्टूडेंट्स? सेल वॉल इज मेड अप ऑफ व्हाट? पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन. Peptidoglycan is actually, students, extra information for all of you, little bit extra information. Peptidoglycan it is a type of your heteropolysaccharide. This heteropolysaccharide, it is made up of NAG and NAM. What is NAG and NAM? Students, NAG is N-acetyl glucosamine, and NAM is N-acetyl muramic acids and amino. These are type of proteins, right? Now this is your type of, this is your proteins, and there is amino acid also present there. Okay, so that is your peptidoglycan made up of. Okay, now in protista also is present, fungi it is present. Now what is fungi made up of? The fungi cell wall is made up of what, students? The fungi cell wall is made up of chitin. Very important PYQ also, students. So in the case of fungi, जो है ना हमारे पास जो सेल वॉल, वो काइटिन से बना हुआ होता है, काइटिन से. उसके बाद प्लांट सबको पता है सेलोज, और यहां पर एब्सेंट, और यहां पर एब्सेंट है. ठीक है, डन स्टूडेंट्स, डन. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज कॉल्ड एज बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Cellular, cell, they're made up of unicellular. Both of these are unicellular in nature. Unicellular. From fungi onwards, multicellular, loose tissue. You can find organs here, and animals we can find organ systems like digestive system, reproductive system, neural system, excretory system. So all systems are found in animals. Here we have organ level. Fungi we have multicellular, but here students, Monera and Protista unicellular in nature. Prokaryote, eukaryote. Monera is what? Unicellular, prokaryote. Protista, students, repeat after me, repeat after me students. Repeat after me. Okay. Protista is what? Protista is unicellular, eukaryote. This is unicellular, prokaryote. Done students? Done? याद होगा सबको, याद होगा. Now students, all of this information, okay, last thing which I want all of you to understand here is the mode of nutrition. इसको खाना कहां से मिलता है? nom, खाना कहां से मिलता है? ठीक है. Now kingdom Monera, very important. In kingdom Monera, all of you should be aware, we can find autotropic here, but the difference here is that most of the kingdom Monera, right, they are something called as chemosynthetic in nature. Some are photosynthetic in nature. What is the difference? Now all of you should know, when I say autotrophs, right, autotrophs, अब सारे के सारे माइंड में क्या आ जाएगा स्टूडेंट्स? राइट, सारे के सारे माइंड में क्या आ जाएगा? ऑल ऑफ यू थिंक plants directly, plants. Tell me yes or no? Yes. But what if I tell you there are certain bacteria which are also autotrophs, but यहां पर small difference है. क्या है? Plants will use solar or sun for energy. Plants will use, students, plants will use what? Plants will use sun for the energy. While your bacteria, students, bacteria, they use inorganic substances. They use inorganic substances for energy source. They use chemical reactions to make energy. Okay, that is called as chemosynthetic. See, photo means light. Chemo means chemical reactions. So they use chemical reactions to generate food. While your photosynthetic plants will use sunlight for energy. Difference is clear to all of you? Difference सबको याद हो गया इतना? Difference याद है? So यहां पर autotrophs हैं. Some are chemosynthetic, some are photosynthetic. And let me tell you, if you look at any kingdom, Protista, fungi, plantae, animalia, कहां पर भी ना आपको ये chemosynthetic नहीं मिलेगा. Chemosynthetic is only and only found where? It is found only in your Monera. Exactly. Purple and green sulfur bacteria. ठीक है? फेंट. सिर्फ पर्पल और ग्रीन सल्फर बैक्टीरिया में ना you will find chemosynthetic. They will use chemical reactions to make energy. Okay? Inorganic sources from inorganic elements. ठीक है? यहां पर heterotrophs भी है. Saprophytic mode of nutrition is also present here. Parasitic is also present here. Students, what is not algae? Blue-green algae is different. Blue-green algae is Monera itself. We are talking about purple and green sulfur bacteria. That is different one more. Okay, that is different. What is BGA? I'll teach you what is BGA. Okay, it is actually not. Even though it is an algae, we put it here itself. Even though it is an algae, blue-green algae, we keep it in a Monera. Why? Because it is unicellular in nature. We'll come to that today. Don't worry. Okay. Then Protista will have what, students? Autotrophs, heterotrophs, both are present here. Fungi, saprophytic mode of nutrition. सबको पता है ना? Students, सबको पता है ना? What is Saprophytic mode of nutrition. Saprotrophs are the organisms which take the nutrition from the dead and decaying matter. Dead and decaying matter. उतना याद होना चाहिए सबको. Then plants, obviously, all are photosynthetic in nature. Animals are holozoic or saprophytic mode of nutrition. What is holozoic? Holozoic is they can take the food entire, engulf. We also show holozoic. Okay, amoeba also shows holozoic. Okay. Okay. Nice. Now students, here is a list for all of you. Just look at the list and try to understand every single point. Any doubt anywhere, you ask me right now. I'll give you exactly 1 minute. Friends, I'll give you exactly 1 minute. Look at this table. Cell type, prokaryote, eukaryote, 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 eukaryote. Cell wall is present here. Non-cellulosic. Okay, it is made up of peptidoglycan here. Okay. Chitin, cellulose, absent. Absent, present, present, present. Nuclear membrane. Cellular, cellular, multicellular or loose tissue, organ level, system level. Here we can find both chemosynthetic and as well as photosynthetic. Both are found here, students. Okay. मंजू होलोजोइक मतलब क्या पता है? होलोजोइक मतलब ऑर्गेनिजम्स ना पूरा का पूरा खाना को ना ऐसे उठा के खा लेते हैं. लाइक द इंजेक्शन ऑफ फूड, डाइजेशन, एक्सक्रीशन. होलोजोइक एंट्री. लाइक अमीबा खाता है ना, अमीबा उठाता है होलोजोइक प्रोडक्ट न्यूट्रिशन. ठीक है? Om Sagar, that I'll teach you in structural organization of animals. I have to teach you all the tissues, right? Epidermal tissue, neural tissue. I'll teach you all that in tissues. Okay, ठीक है? हाँ, ठीक है. Loose tissue is loose. Mental it is. कुछ भी. Yeah. Now, students, advantages of 5 kingdom classification. Prokaryotes got a separate place in kingdom Monera. मिल गया उनको एक separate घर. Unicellular, multicellular organisms are kept separate here. Uni और multi separate है यहाँ पर. Separate है. ठीक है? दोनों के साथ separate है. Suitable फिर से समझ हो दो ना सर. What suitable? कौन सा suitable part? एक बार पूछो मेरे को. सुमित्रा, कौन सा suitable part? Suitable ना? कहाँ पर मिल गया suitable हमको? Suitable है ही नहीं ना कहीं. Saprotroph. You mean saprotroph? Saprotroph is mode of nutrition. Students, English, we are doing English only. English. Saprotrophic मतलब क्या पता है? Saprotrophic मतलब like they feed on dead and decaying matter. Okay. How to revise? I'll make a video on that. Don't worry. Students, do you want a video on how to revise? Smart tricks I'll teach you. Okay. No. Fungi are placed in separate kingdom as their mode of nutrition is differs from all others. Yes. Autotrophs and heterotrophs are placed separately. Phylogenetic relationship is shown here. But यहाँ पे disadvantages भी हैं. क्या है disadvantages? Some unicellular algae like Chlamydomonas are kept in kingdom Protista, while some algae are placed in kingdom Fungi. So few algae are present, students. Few algae are present in your kingdom Plantae. Some algae are present in kingdom Protista, kingdom Monera. Very different. Okay. Now, Chlorella and Chlamydomonas autotrophs are placed with Paramecium and Amoeba in kingdom Protista. So दोनों के दोनों यहाँ पर आ गए, right? In Protista. So animals और plants एक साथ है यहाँ पर, और एक सारे के सारे ना स्टूडेंट्स, ये सारे के सारे है ना हमारे 5 kingdom classification में. कहीं पर आपने वायरस को देखा क्या स्टूडेंट्स? Did any of you see virus anywhere? Any one of you? Anywhere virus दिख रहा है? कहीं पर वायरस दिख रहा है क्या? दिख रहा वायरस कहीं पर स्टूडेंट्स? कुछ भी स्टूडेंट्स, कुछ भी. हाँ बताओ, कहीं पर दिख रहा है वायरस कहीं पर स्टूडेंट्स? नहीं. लाइकेंस भी नहीं है. सो उन लोगों को हमने भूल दिया, पूरा का पूरा भूल गए हम. ठीक है, कुछ भी नहीं है. ऑर्फन्स ओनली. यस, दे आर ऑर्फन्स. ठीक है, दे आर ऑर्फन्स. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, विद दैट वी कम टू आवर मेन टॉपिक फॉर टुडे, किंगडम मोनेरा. शुरू करें स्टूडेंट्स? शुरू करें क्या स्टूडेंट्स? दे आर लिविंग एंड नॉन लिविंग बोथ एट द सेम टाइम. Viruses are living and non-living at the same time. My 4th class for this chapter is first class is today, second class is Protista, third class is Fungi, fourth class में virus पे कर रहा हूँ. 30 minutes class होगा, ठीक है? वो 30 minutes का class होगा. That time I'll teach you virus there. Or students, do you want me to make a separate video on virus? Do you want me to make a separate small video on virus? वो भी हो जाएगा क्या? So we can go to next chapter. Next chapter is your plant kingdom. Students, बताओ क्या करें? Do you think I should make a separate small 10-15 minutes video on virus? खत्म कर दे वहीं पर वायरस को, क्योंकि हम चैप्टर खत्म कर सकते, जल्दी कर सकते हैं. और वी कैन गो टू नेक्स्ट चैप्टर आल्सो, दैट इज योर प्लांट किंगडम. मेरा फेवरेट चैप्टर स्टूडेंट्स. बहुत लोगों को इतना समझ नहीं आता वो चैप्टर, क्योंकि एवरीवन थिंक्स इट्स डिफिकल्ट. पर मैं आपको पूरा का पूरा पढ़ाऊंगा वहां पर, लाइफ साइकिल पढ़ाऊंगा, लाइफ साइकिल. वहां पर ना प्लांट किंगडम में आई टीच यू द लाइफ साइकिल ऑफ ब्रायोफाइट्स, लिवरवर्ट्स, हॉर्नवर्ट्स नहीं है आपके सिलेबस में, लिवरवर्ट्स, ठीक है. देन आई टीच यू टेरिडोफाइट्स, होमोस्पोरी लाइफ साइकिल, हेटेरोस्पोरी लाइफ साइकिल. Then I'll teach you the life cycle of algae. I'll teach you the life cycle of gymnosperms, angiosperms. That I'll teach you, students. Okay. No. I'll do plant. See, we'll go for plant kingdom to animal kingdom. Plant kingdom is more interesting, students. I'm a botanist, so I will show you my full show off. I'll do in front of you today. Okay. Plant kingdom is my favorite, student. Plant kingdom is my favorite. See, I'm a botanist. I'm a taxonomist also, right? I have done my research in gymnosperms, right? I have published papers in gymnosperms. I'm pursuing a PhD also in botany itself. Don't tell anyone. Okay. So I'm pursuing a PhD also in your botany itself. So probably after 3 years, I'll get my doctorate. Right. It'll take 3 years. Right. So botany is very close to my heart. Right. Botany is very close to my heart. So I will teach all of you plant kingdom the best way possible. Trust me. If you learn botany from me, especially plant kingdom, you will learn every single part of it. Okay. Okay. But yes, bryophytes are, students. Bryophytes are yeah. Okay. Students, let's finish the class today. बहुत टाइम हो गया हमारा. We'll finish the class in 20 minutes. स्टार्ट करें? Students, shall we start, all of you? Shall we start? शुरू करें क्या? Bukambo, sir. What is Bukambo? What is Bukambo, lol? ठीक है, शुरू करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, शुरू करते हैं. Let's not waste any time. Now, first of all, students, understand what is kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera, all of you know by it now. Students, जल्दी से बताओ मेरे को कमेंट सेक्शन में, Kingdom Monera में do we have prokaryotes or do we have eukaryotes? जल्दी से बताओ स्टूडेंट्स, जल्दी से बताओ. I know Pogba, what is Poogie? स्टूडेंट जल्दी से बताओ, स्टूडेंट जल्दी से बताओ, टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे अभी, बहुत सीरियस मोड अभी, ठीक है. जल्दी से बताओ कि हमारे किंगडम मोनेरा में ना डू यू फाइंड प्रोकैरियोट्स और यूकैरियोट्स? प्रोकैरियोट्स मिलते हैं यहां पर, ठीक है. स्टूडेंट्स, मोनेरा ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम द ग्रीक वर्ड मोनेरस मींस सिंगल हियर. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, यहां पर एक एनसीईआरटी का एक रॉन्ग लाइन है, बताऊं क्या आपको? एनसीईआरटी यहां पर बताता है कि हमारे किंगडम मोनेरा में ना बैक्टीरिया इज अ सोल मेंबर. एनसीईआरटी बताता है कि बैक्टीरिया इज अ सोल मेंबर ऑफ किंगडम मोनेरा. वो गलत है, क्योंकि इन किंगडम मोनेरा वी हैव योर ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गे, वी हैव माइकोप्लाज्मा, सो वो भी है हमारे पास. दैट इज अ रॉन्ग लाइन ऑफ एनसीईआरटी, याद मत करो उतना. सो द मेन पॉइंट इज किंगडम मोनेरा में ना सिर्फ बैक्टीरिया नहीं होता, वी हैव अदर ऑर्गेनिजम्स आल्सो इन योर किंगडम मोनेरा, ठीक है. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, किंगडम मोनेरा हियर, किंगडम मोनेरा इज प्रोकैरियोट्स यहां पर मिलते हैं. प्रो मींस प्रिमिटिव न्यूक्लियस, यहां पर प्रिमिटिव न्यूक्लियस मिलते हैं यहां पर, ठीक है. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, ऑल ऑफ देम आर यूनिसेलुलर हियर, smallest and most abundant unicellular organisms. Okay. Now a question to all of you students. A question to all of you. Students, botany is very easy. Okay. Botany is very easy. Botany is the easiest subject ever. ठीक है, जल्दी से बताओ आंसर. Botany is the most interesting and the most easiest subject ever. Okay. Do you think students, do you think your bacteria kingdom Monera is present in my hand right now? Do you think it's present right here? All of you? Do you think it's present in my hand right now? Do you think it's here? मेरे हाथ में है क्या बैक्टीरिया भी? Obviously है. Obviously students. So it is present everywhere. In the bottom of an ocean to desert to icebergs to hot springs, हर जगह पे ना, हर जगह पे, inside your body also students, inside your body, तुम आपके पेट के अंदर भी है, आपके पेट के अंदर भी ना बैक्टीरिया प्रेजेंट है, बैक्टीरिया प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है. इट इज प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर. नाउ बैक्टीरिया कम्स इन डिफरेंट शेप्स एंड साइजेस, राइट. वी हैव समथिंग कॉल्ड एज कोकाई. कोकाई मींस स्फेरिकल राउंड शेप. देन वी हैव बैसिलस. बैसिलस मींस रॉड शेप. Then we have spiral, right? spiral shape. Then we have Vibrio, that is comma shape. Vibrio is comma shape. So there are different shapes of bacteria. All of you should know this. Okay? Different shapes. Now students, kingdom Monera is divided into two categories. One is called as your Archaebacteria. Other one is called as Eubacteria. So यहाँ पर ना हम तो पहले के पहले बात Archaebacteria पे करेंगे. Archaebacteria is also called as ancient bacteria. नमस्कार सुबह, नमस्कार. So here Archaebacteria is called as ancient bacteria or the oldest bacteria. Now students, these are the bacteria. These bacteria students, they can be present at places which you cannot even imagine. आप imagine भी नहीं कर सकते वहां पर हो गए bacteria. They'll be in the hydrothermal vents, salty marshes, or they're present in hot sulfur springs. जहां पर ना कोई भी प्रकार का ना organism survive नहीं कर पाएगा, उस जगह पे ना you can find Archaebacteria. Imagine if you think you're alone, you're never alone. Students, you are never alone. Okay, you are never alone, students. Okay, so you always have Archaebacteria around you or Eubacteria around you. So Archaebacteria is present in all the different places, students. All different places. Okay, all the different places. Okay, hydrothermal vents, salty marshes, hot springs, everywhere. Now a question to all of you students. Do you find organisms outside or in the space also? Do you think you can find organisms in space? Think, all of you think and tell me. Don't Google. Don't Google, students. Don't Google. Okay. Yes. Students, do you know, right, in your gut, right, not just gut, your stomach, in a stomach acid also there can be a bacteria. We learned that no bacteria can survive in your gut, but there are some bacteria which can even survive in your gut, in your stomach acid also. Okay. What if, let me just show you, students. Let me just show you. Don't Google. Let me just show you. Or I hope there's no copyright on this, students. I hope there's no copyright on this. Students, I can't show you this. There's a copyright on this. I'll get copyright strike. Okay. Okay, students, I hope this doesn't get copyrighted. Students, just type this. These organisms are present in space. Students, just look at them how they look. Just look at them how they look. Tardigrades, right? They're also called as water bears. Okay, they're also called as water bears. Okay. Students, have you seen them? Students, any one of you have seen them? Obviously, you cannot see them, obviously, but at least image, students, at least image you might have seen. Yes? Right? Look at them. So cute, no? Very cute. They're also known as water bears. All of them are microscopic in nature. They're microscopic in nature. Right? Just look at them. They look like something from Star Wars. They look like they're something from Star Wars, students. Star Wars. Okay. So the bacteria can be present everywhere. So there's a lesson for all of you. Okay. Even in the age, whenever the earlier extreme conditions were there on Earth, in the primordial soup also there was bacteria, Archaebacteria, students. Okay. Now, what makes it so special? What makes Archaebacteria so special that it can survive everywhere? Just how can, that is a question to all of you. Okay. How can they survive in these harsh conditions? Is there something special about them? Yes, there is. There's something special about them is in their cell wall. Okay. The cell wall lacks peptidoglycan, students. So unlike your normal bacteria, Eubacteria, right? Archaebacteria cell wall does not have peptidoglycan. It does not. Okay. Here the cell wall is made up of pseudo peptidoglycan, that is similar to methanogens. Okay. It has glycoproteins, pure proteins and polysaccharides. So here the cell wall is actually very, very unique in this Archaebacteria, which helps them to survive in that environment. Okay, students, it helps them to survive in that environment. Extreme conditions, salt everywhere. Okay. And even the cell membrane has branched chain lipids, unlike a normal bilayer, lipid bilayer. Okay, so that was your bacteria, students. Now, based on that, students, we have something called as aerobes and anaerobes. Aerobes means they are growing in presence of oxygen. Anaerobes means they do not require oxygen. Now, students, let me ask you one simple question. A question I have सब लोग के लिए. Do you want to learn something extra today? Do you want to learn something called as facultative anaerobes and obligate anaerobes? Do you want to learn? Do you want to learn, students? Do you want to learn a scientific term called as, right? Do you want to learn a scientific term called as facultative and as well as obligate? You want to learn? Okay. Listen to me very carefully, students. Now, first of all, tell me in the chat right now, are you vegetarian or non-vegetarian? Are you vegetarian or non-vegetarian? In the chat quickly. Are you vegetarian or non-vegetarian? In the chat. Quick. See, बहुत easy concept है. बहुत easy concept है. Veg or non-veg? जल्दी से बताओ ना, students. Vegetarian. Okay, vegetarian. Vegan. Oh my god, vegan next level person. Pure veg. Okay. Non-veg. Good. It's a preference. Okay. Now, students, there are some humans who are pure veg. Now, there are some humans which eat veg in the house, but when they go outside the house, they are non-vegetarian. Students, I'm a Brahmin. If I eat non-veg, gone. Okay, I can't eat non-veg and all. Okay. So they are vegetarians in the house, right? Outside the house, when no one is looking, chicken they'll eat. Okay. This concept you remember right now. Okay. Now here we have something called as obligate. The meaning of obligate is that obligate means very strict. Strictly they are anaerobes. See, I told you anaerobes means they do not require oxygen. They are strictly anaerobes. Means what? They can only survive in anaerobic condition. Even if you add one molecule of glucose, one molecule of oxygen, they'll die. They're like, I am pure veg. I will not even stand 1 kilometer away from the non-veg people. Okay, pure veg people, pure veg this is. Okay, so obligate means what? Obligate means very strict, very strict. Okay, so obligate anaerobes, strictly they are anaerobes. They cannot survive anything, they cannot survive at all in your oxygen. Now, what is the meaning of facultative anaerobes? Facultative anaerobes are like your people who will eat chicken if chicken is available. If there is no chicken, they'll be like, I will not, they'll be like, if chicken is not there, I will eat veg also. It's fine, I can eat both. So, facultative means flexible. Faculty means flexible. They can survive in both aerobic presence of oxygen and anaerobic conditions both. So, meaning of facultative, students, meaning of facultative means they are very flexible. The meaning of obligate means they are very rigid, they are very strict. They cannot survive without anything. Okay, so if you tell you're pure veg, you're obligate. Students, all of you are obligate. Done? Okay? So all of you are, if you're pure veg, you're obligate veg. Okay? No, students. Now, under archaebacteria, there are 3 types of archaebacteria, students. 3 types of archaebacteria यहाँ पर हमारे पास. Methanogens, halophils, thermoacidophils. ठीक है, देख लो. Halophils मतलब क्या है? Found in extreme saline condition. Thermoacidophils मतलब क्या है? Found in environments having high temperature and low pH. Very acidic condition यहाँ पर. Acidic condition. ठीक है? What is methanogens? Methanogens are what? Found in guts of ruminants. Ruminants मतलब हमारी cow माता. In the cow or buffalo or any of such things. ठीक है? So found in the gut of ruminants. Production of methane from the cow dung which they use it there. ठीक है? Methanobacterium is an example here. So all of these are what? Examples of archaebacteria. All of them are called as what, students? Archaebacteria. Okay. Then students, they are type of archaebacteria. Acidophils, halophils, methanogens. They are found in the guts of ruminants. Ruminants means cow. Okay. See here, like this. In the cow gut, they can find. Okay, they are called as. All of you should know they can be used in biogas preparation. Thermophils are present in this. Now we come to eubacteria. Now we come to eubacteria, students. Okay. Yes, cow dung can be used as a fuel. Gobar gas. देखा है ना मेरे गांव में होता है. Students, whenever I go to my village, I've seen such accuracy. यहाँ पर खड़े होंगे, ठीक है, खड़े होके ना हाथ में गोबर लेंगे और फ्रिस्बी की तरह फेंक देंगे ऊपर. टप 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 टप. एक लाइन में लगा होगा सारा गोबर. ठीक है. That is called as your गोबर गैस. They make it, students. Now बैक्टीरिया के अंदर हमारे पास 3 तरह के बैक्टीरिया हैं. ठीक है. Under bacteria, students, we have 3 types. Under your eubacteria, see, आर्की बैक्टीरिया हो गया हमारा. आर्की बैक्टीरिया हो गया स्टूडेंट्स हमारा. आर्की बैक्टीरिया हो गया ना. आर्की बैक्टीरिया में हमारे पास 3 तरह के हैं. आर्की बैक्टीरिया में हमारे पास मैंने 3 लिखे हैं यहां पर. Halophils, acidophils, methanogens. They grow in very extreme harsh conditions. Archaea bacteria. Students, under eubacteria, understand students. Under eubacteria, there are multiple types. Heterotoxic bacteria, cyanobacteria, mycoplasma, rickettsia, actinomycetes. Okay. Now students, this I will not teach you today. These two are little advanced. They will not ask question also from there. Just remember students, your actinomycetes is used to make antibiotics. Is used to make antibiotics also. Okay. Now, let's understand these 3 main. These 3 are very main for all of you. Okay. These 3 are very main for all of you. Okay. The first one is heterotrophic bacteria. Understand. Heterotrophic bacteria. No, let's first one is cyanobacteria. Let's start with cyanobacteria. Students, cyanobacteria, right? Okay. Cyanobacteria is called as blue-green algae. It is also called as what, students? It is also called as blue-green algae. That is BGA. Also called as cyanobacteria, students. It is also called as cyanobacteria. Now, students, now. This is how it is going to be photosynthetic in nature. It has chlorophyll. It can do photosynthesis. Okay. It releases oxygen photosynthesis. Okay. Mode of nutrition is done. It is present in fresh water, marine water, and not hot springs. Mostly fresh water and marine water. Okay. Now, you can find them in moist soil also, tree trunks also sometimes. Now, students. Cyanobacteria can be present in different forms. बहुत तरह के forms है उसके. They can be formed as one single cell. They can be present as a group and a colony, or they can be present as a filamentous form. Students, यहाँ पर ना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, याद रखना सब लोग यहाँ पर, ठीक है? बहुत बच्चे यहाँ पर कंफ्यूज होते हैं. Even NEET students get confused here. Even though it looks filamentous, do you think kingdom Monera can be multicellular? Tell me, students. Tell me, students. It is named as algae because it is photosynthetic in nature. It is photosynthetic in nature, right? Obviously, I know Vipin sir. Obviously, I know. Students, tell me in the chat. Is it possible that kingdom Monera can be multicellular? Is it possible? Can it be multicellular? Not possible. So here, all of you should remember, in this filamentous form, है ना, इस filamentous form में, यहाँ पर हर एक cell, each one is a BGA here. Each one is a blue-green algae here. Each one is a blue-green algae. Okay. This entire thing is not blue-green algae, students. Entire thing is not blue-green algae. Okay. So इतना याद रखो, बहुत लोग mistake करते हैं इसको. They think this entire thing is blue-green algae. No, it cannot be multicellular. It cannot be multicellular. Okay. Now, students, these are different. They can be colonial, they can be filamentous, they can be unicellular in nature. Different forms. See, students. This is a small video. This video cannot be played here, students. They can be colonial. They can be formed in a colony, but they are unicellular because the Monera has to be prokaryote unicellular itself always. Okay. Because they are prokaryotes only. Exactly. They are unicellular prokaryotes only. Because remember, students, simple basic rule. Every organism in Monera is prokaryote unicellular. Simple as that. Okay. Now, students. Now, this entire in filamentous form, this entire thing is covered by a mucilage sheath here. Okay, mucilage sheath. Flagella is absent. You see, this was a PYQ, NEET PYQ. Always remember students, cyanobacteria flagella is absent. It's a NEET PYQ here. PYQ here. Okay. I think शायद से आपको भी I asked this question to all of you also. Flagella is absent here, cyanobacteria. So it is free floating always, free floating. Okay, free floating. Now students. Now what is the most important question here which can come in your examination? What is the main question here students? The main question here is that the cyanobacteria, right? They can do nitrogen fixation. They can do what? Nitrogen fixation. How? How? They can do nitrogen fixation because they have a special cell here. Okay, that is called as heterocyst. Here students, there is something called as heterocyst here. Can all of you see students? यहाँ पे दिख रहा है आपको सबको? This is called as heterocyst. Okay, large thick-walled cell in a filamentous cyanobacteria. Okay, that is called as heterocyst here. It is permeable to nitrogen, impermeable to oxygen. So with the help of this heterocyst, it can do nitrogen fixation. It can do what? Nitrogen fixation. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, it can do nitrogen fixation. याद रहेगा ना सबको? याद रहेगा ना इतना? ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स. So has nitrogenase enzyme here for nitrogen fixation, specialized for nitrogen fixation. Example is nostoc and anabina. Nostoc and anabina. यहाँ पर these two are examples of your cyanobacteria. यहाँ पर और एक example आता है ऑस्लिटेरिया करके. ऑस्लिटेरिया में ना हेटेरोसिस नहीं होता. That is also a very important question. Exception it is. Oscillataria is a blue-green algae, but it does not have heterocyst. Okay. Students, I am going very detailed, Monera. See, I can teach all this in 10-15 minutes and leave it. But I am going very detailed. Do you want me to go in detail or not? Do you want me to tell you in hurry, bari and run away? Tell me, students. Do you want detailed class? No. Tell me all of you, detailed class. Okay. So, nostoc and anabina, remember all of you. Nostoc and anabina, all of you should remember this. Okay? Remember this. Okay? Now, next is called as heterotrophic bacteria. हमने सिर्फ एक पढ़ा भी हमने ऑस्लिटेरिया. Just type in Google, you'll get it. Don't worry. हमने सिर्फ अभी cyanobacteria पढ़ा, हमने सिर्फ cyanobacteria. Now we'll come to students is the heterotrophic bacteria. This all of you know. This I don't have to teach very well. This all of you know, student. This all of you know. ये सबको पता है. Naked cellular DNA, membrane bond, right? Organelles are absent here. This is your normal prokaryotic cell. No, like him. Rigid cell wall, peptidoglycan, 70s ribosome, chromatophore is present, pigment here. Motile, it can be motile or non-motile. Okay. Mode of nutrition is present here. Autotrophic or chemosynthetic. Okay, both are present here. Heterotrophic, easy. Heterotrophic is easy, students. Now, students. Now, what type of reproduction do you see here? In the case of bacteria, किस तरह का reproduction दिखता है यहाँ पर? There is one famous type of reproduction here is asexual reproduction. But best example is students. Best example is binary fission. एक cell divide होकर दो cell बनते हैं यहाँ पर binary fission. Then there is students something called as your spore formation. कहाँ पर है? Endospore formation. Let's say एक bacteria हमारे पास. इस bacteria को ना हम we will keep it in unfavorable condition. पूरा pressure डाल देंगे, पूरा pressure डाल देंगे, pressure. एक बैक्टीरिया के ऊपर ना हम पूरा का पूरा प्रेशर डाल देंगे. In unfavorable condition, a bacteria will produce a spore called as endospore or exospore under unfavorable condition. So spore formation can be seen here. Okay. Then there is something called as conjugation. Conjugation मतलब एक बैक्टीरिया से दूसरे बैक्टीरिया को DNA genetic material पास होता है, genetic material. And here the main help is done by pile. सबको याद है pile? याद है ना pile? ठीक है? Pile will help here. Conjugation. No. Based on nutrition, we have photoallotropes, we have chemiallotropes, we have parasitic bacteria, we have saprophotic bacteria, E. coli is there. Then you have symbiotic bacteria, Azotobacter. So all of these are different types of your bacteria based on nutrition. Okay. I have given you a few examples. There are much more example. Now students, we come to the end of the class right now. The last topic for today. The last topic in kingdom Monera is called as your mycoplasma. Then students, ready? Mycoplasma is actually the smallest living organism. It is the simplest and smallest living organism, right? 0.1 to 0.015 microns. It is free living. It is a gram-negative prokaryote. Cell wall is absent. It's a PYQ. Very, very important, students. Very, very important. All of you should know your bacteria has cell wall except mycoplasma. Except mycoplasma, students. Okay, except mycoplasma. Okay, they do not have cell wall here. They are pleomorphic, means what? They can change their shape also. And they don't require oxygen. They can survive without oxygen, students. Without oxygen. Okay. Revise. What revise, students? Lichens and trees are symbiotic, students. Lichens and trees are not symbiotic. Lichen itself is symbiotic. Lichen itself has algae and fungi. Tree is in a symbiotic with mycorrhizae. Not tree and will not be, they will not be symbiotic. Okay. Now, students, can we go from the top today? Can we go from the top? Students, I will give you this PDF. You can solve the questions on your own, right? I will give you the entire revision once. Can we start? Next 5 minutes ultimate revision. Can we start the entire class revision once? Entire revision from today's class. Can we start, students? Can we start? One full proper revision starting to now. Shall we? Shall we, students? Shall we start? Proper revision. Okay. Now, first of all, students, I told you we learned about biological classification. It means classification of organisms based on similarity and dissimilarity. Then we learned about something called as need for classification. This is very simple. We need them for sorting out things. Then we learned about, students, then we learned about history of classification. Old classification was based on what? Use. Then we learned about Aristotle, father of biology. Plants and animals, plants, herbs, shrubs and trees, animals, anemia and enema, right? Artificial is basically based on morphological features, right? Three artificial system are given by main three. Students, Theophrastus is father of botany. Okay, our father, godfather. Okay, artificial mainly means there are merits here, demerits are there because it is only using few properties only from the outside, so it is not very beneficial. Artificial. Okay, students, then we have natural system classification. In natural, oh, I think I missed this point. Artificial means only outside. Natural system will always look from the inside also. In natural system of classification, we look at the ultrastructure, we look at the anatomy, embryology and phytochemistry. So all of these properties are taken into consideration, then natural classification is done. Artificial outside, natural on the inside. It is given by Bentham-Hooker classification, also called as Bentham-Hooker classification. Then we have two kingdom. Then we have your three kingdom, Ernest Haeckel. Three kingdom by Ernest Haeckel. Okay. Here we have Protista also. Then we have four kingdom given by a Copeland. Four kingdom. Then we have five kingdom given by R.H. Whittaker. Okay. Five kingdom classification. Then we have six kingdom classification also by Carl Woese. Carl Woese gave us the six kingdom classification. Okay. This was the entire five kingdom classification here. It is based on cell type, cell wall, nuclear membrane, body organization, mode of nutrition. Entire five kingdom classification here. Kingdom Monera, students. Kingdom Monera has all the organisms. Kingdom Monera has all the organisms which are unicellular prokaryotes. Unicellular prokaryotes here. Prokaryotes, unicellular in nature. Smallest and most abundant unicellular organisms. They are found everywhere. Here we have something called as Archaebacteria and Eubacteria. Archaebacteria are called as ancient bacteria. Eubacteria are called as true bacteria. These are true people. True bacteria here. Okay, they are called as true bacteria. Okay. Now, Archaebacteria, students, they are found in every other area. They are found in extreme areas, extreme harsh conditions, students. Here, Archaebacteria does not have lacks peptidoglycan in the cell wall, and even cell wall is made up of different things. Cell membrane is made up of branch chain lipids. Extra information. Now, aerobes means they need oxygen. Anaerobes do not require oxygen. Obligate means strict. Facultative means flexible. Okay. Here, Archaebacteria, three types: methanogens, halophils, as well as thermoacidophils. Three types of your Archaebacteria. Here, given here. Then, students, we have Eubacteria. In Eubacteria, we have heterotrophic cyanobacteria, mycoplasma. Cyanobacteria is also called as blue-green algae. Photosynthetic in nature, yes. Okay. Freshwater marine conditions. Okay. It can be unicellular, colonial, or filamentous. All forms are formed. All forms are present here. Okay. Does not have flagella. It has a mucilage sheet around it in colonial, in the filamentous. No flagella present here. Okay. Impermeable to oxygen, permeable to nitrogen. So it has something called as a heterocyst here. Can you see here? This round part. This is called a heterocyst. With the help of heterocyst, it can do nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation. Okay. This is a heterotrophic bacteria, normal bacteria. Reproduction, binary fission, spore formation, conjugation. Based on nutrition, we have different types: photo, chemo, parasitic, saprophytic, symbiotic. Last one is called as mycoplasma. Mycoplasma is the simplest and the smallest living organism. It does not require oxygen. It does not have cell wall. Does not have cell wall, students. With that, chapter is over. Not chapter. Today's class is over, students. Today's class is over. Students, I think we can take 5 minutes to solve some questions. Shall we? Shall we take 5 minutes to solve some questions? Yes or no? We'll do rapid fire. Om Sagar, I don't remember as such. I'll tell you next class. Students, I can't remember so many examples. Sometimes examples are very difficult to remember. Okay. So, questions can we do? Some rapid fire questions. Which of the following statement is correct here? Okay, does not have cell wall. Wrong. Option number 2. Yes or no? Option number 2, students. Option number 2. Yes. This question. Which of the following is incorrect about cyanobacteria? Students, all these are NEET questions, okay? NEET 2022 question. Which of the following is incorrect about cyanobacteria? This one. They lack heterocyst? No, they don't lack. They do have heterocyst. Okay. Extreme silent conditions. Archaebacteria. Sticky nature, I told you. Glycocalyx will give the sticky nature to it. Glycocalyx. I don't think it's visible to all of you. This I'll give you as homework, don't worry. You solve this question. Solve this question. This is a NEET 2016 question. NEET 2016 question on the board. RK? RK. Cell wall is absent in mycoplasma. Mycoplasma. A motile bacteria are able to move by, how can they move, students? With the help of fimbriae? No. Fimbriae is attachment. Cilia is movement, but they are not found in your bacteria. They are found in protist and above. Pile, no. Pile for conjugation. Flagella. Specialized cell for fixing nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen in nostoc is 2013 question. Question, students. Heterocyst. Heterocyst. This is your homework question. Students, I really want to see some comments. Where are the comments, students? Why don't you all of you comment? Comment some nice things, because if there's a new student, right, they will not see the video first of all. They will see the comments. If the comments are good, then only they will see the video. No, all of you agree with me? So I want you to add this homework question in the comments, all of you. Homework question in the comments, along with some nice. They'll tell some nice words also. Okay. Okay. So students, with that, we come to the end of today's class. So thank you so much, students, for today's class. I had fun. Hopefully you had also had fun in my class, and hopefully you learned something new today. Right? Next class, Protista. Shall we do next class, students? Next class is going to be Protista. We'll have more fun. Okay. So throughout the series, I'll be teaching you a lot of things, extra information here and there. Do not worry about the content. I'm going to teach you the topmost content available. I'm not cheating on any content part. Okay. So thank you so much, students. Bye bye. Take care, all of you. Have a great night ahead, and